I'm doing something. I don't know what it is. Cleaning up all the bloody white that I've just spilt everywhere. Yep, started shaking my new batch of titanium and forgot to put my finger on the top of the lid. So there's just white shit everywhere. Alright, I am making black raspberry and vanilla. I'm just not colour matching this time. I'm going to do a nice full on pink with a white drop swirl, and I've also got the impression mat in the bottom there, and I'm going to do it white. So wish me luck. So yeah, I don't know. I was going to do the impression mat because the impression mat just comes out. Alright, it's only very, very thin, and I was just going to do it on the bench, but I think if I do it that way, it's going to be too hard to pick up and put in here. So I just think it's just easier just to do it in there, which is what I think, but who knows if that's actually true. I pre-measured this lie out beforehand because this is out of my master batch. So I measured the exact amount because I wasn't in the mood to stuff around because it's too early in the morning or too late in the morning or something. I don't know. It's 20 to 5. No, my sleep patterns are all over the place at the moment. Christmas time. I hate Christmas time. Hate it, I do. Okay, so I'm going to pour off for my drop swirl and for the bottom, and that's going to have white. Because my mix goes pretty white anyway, but I want it, oh god, that's liquid, isn't it? I want it to be like super white. So it's getting titanium in it. Can you guys see what I'm doing? My fat head not in the way. Just squishing it out. Squish, that's my new word, squish now. So it gets into all the little bits. I only have one of these. I keep meaning to buy more and I just keep forgetting. Because it's not something I do very often. But I was just editing videos. I was just editing my Daphne soap, which I did this on the bottom of. And it was quite popular and I thought it looked pretty amazing, so oh, let's do that again. Why not? Why not? Oh, there's a cat hair in there. There's a cat hair or the same things? Oh, maybe I was just saying things. Might have just been a ripple in the time vortex or something. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I have Bubblegum Bliss, Cerise and Cherry Bloom Mica. I don't know how any of these are going to go. You know I hate making pink because it always ends up looking like friggin' pigskin. So I'm just going to chuck a bit of each of them in there and that's the pink I'm making. So, but I am putting quite a lot in there because I want it to be very pigmented. So I want it to be like really pink. Okay, that's pink. Pink it is. Figure I'll do that over here away from the microphone. Alrighty. Okay, so before we do anything else, let's pour some of this in her and this in her. Did I say I was doing black raspberry and vanilla? I don't know. I may not have. Although, you know, I'm pretty sure you'd know because the title says black raspberry and vanilla. I don't know what number. I'm pretty sure I've done this before. This would be like 3 or 4 maybe, I don't know. Oh yeah. Good old black raspberry vanilla. It's so good at slowing down trace. Which is why I didn't put it in before I poured that. Because I wanted that to go thick. So I'm just going to give this one more scrape. Just to get out any extra bits. Just because. I'll move that back down. It's moved a little bit. Alright, it's ready to go. Oh, it smells so good. Colour's interesting. So it's hard to tell too because it's in this red bowl and on the screen over there, which is actually over there. It's so weird. It just looks really red, doesn't it? I'm trying to get out of that shadow. Yeah, it just looks really red. It's not. It's really, really pink. Like that's red. You can't really see the difference. Anyway. Ugh. I hate messy spatula handles. Let's pour it in there, shall we? What the hell? Oh, I'm like, what the hell is this, a red spatula? It wasn't, it was a pale pink spatula, so it freaked the shit out of me. Wow, righto. So, I'm not doing anything special, I'm just doing a typical drop swirl. And because black raspberry and vanilla is the most awesome sauce of stuff, it has stayed lovely and fluid. Oh, look at this, would you? Have a go. Could I not? Just once I'd like to make a soap that isn't messy. So this is like ultra liquid, which is brilliant. I'm not worrying too much about the bottom or the top, because it will be the bottom. And that's it, that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything else to that. All I'm going to do is pour off a smell me, and I put a tiny little bit of white, like that, and then I'll just make some freebies. Time for the freebies. Oh, black raspberry and vanilla is so good. It's so well behaved. Seriously, I think that's probably... This is probably the fragrance I would recommend for a first time soaper if they want to use an actual fragrance, although... No, I won't say. I was going to say maybe you shouldn't use a fragrance your first time. But you know what? If you're going to jump in, just jump in. I do. Yeah, I think black raspberry and vanilla would probably be a really good one for your first time, because it just behaves so well, although it does slow down trace, so it will make you think that using fragrances is awesome when in actual fact it's not. It's kind of the opposite. Fragrances will be the death of you. They will screw you over. They will mess with your head. Fragrances are psychotic because you never know what they're gonna do. That's the thing. And you can't really trust what other people say. I'm not saying other people are liars. I'm just saying that, like, we all have different fragrances. We all have different recipes. So, like, something that'll trace really fast in my recipe won't in yours, because you will have a different recipe than me, you know, or vice versa. I use a lot of hard oils. Like the majority, if 65% of my recipe is hard, because I like to be able to unmold really quickly, and I like a more conditioning soap than a bubbly soap, so I don't care so much about the bubbles. But I get a lot of really good feedback from my soaps anyway, saying how creamy they are, which works because that's how I like to make them. But yeah, so fragrance will always work differently in a soap that's more that's got more hard oils than soft oils, like something like say a recipe that's just like all what's the words I'm looking for, olive oil. If you just castile and then you put fragrance in it, that will behave differently than my recipe, purely because you have just olive oil in it, you know. Or if you just have like olive, coconut and something else, you know, it's just, yeah. So you never know what the fragrance is going to do. But black raspberry and vanilla, I can tell you, plays really well with just about any recipe. So, and it smells awesome. Kind of sweet, and it's kind of dark. It's a good fragrance. That was a long conversation just to say that black raspberry and vanilla was good. It's good. It's just Christ. And I'm actually loving my pink for a change. How good is that? So we're just going to mix all the pinks together to get a nice pink. Although, in saying that, I usually try and do pastel pink, which never works for me. I just shit with pink. Alright, I'm going to take a photo of that for Instagram because it's kind of pretty. Whoops. And I will see you guys for the cutting. Bye. Alrighty, well, it's out of the mould. Probably like an hour too soon, but I don't care. It needs to come out now. Look! Ah, so pretty. Ah, I can see where I've poured in the pink. It's pushed the white because the white wasn't very solid, because it was so fluid, because it's black raspberry and vanilla. Is it black raspberry and vanilla? I think it is, I can't remember. Let me smell it. It smells very much like black raspberry and vanilla. Yeah, it slows down trace. So anyway, it still looks good. I like it. It looks kind of like it's meant to be like that. Like I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose. Just shh, don't tell anyone I didn't do it on purpose, okay? They won't know. They won't. Whoa, shit. They won't know. What will they know? Alright, so this is the way we actually have to view it. Which way? Is that right? Yes, I think that's right for you guys. I can't tell. No, that doesn't look stupid. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's very exciting. It's not really, is it? No. It's, that looks like a penis. A very limp penis, but a penis nonetheless. That looks like a really screwed up umbrella. Yeah, this is really not very exciting. I'm really surprised because it was so liquid. I was just expecting there to be so much more. Huh. Yeah, alright. And as usual with black raspberry and vanilla, we've got a little bit of fragrance leaching going on, which it always does. It's just one of those fragrances that just is spastic. Oh, I'm going to guess that one's a little loose. When your strings are a little loose, sometimes they'll. Can you see the marks on that? I can't see if you can see that or not. They tend to leave drag marks through your soap. So I'm going to guess that that one is a little loose. That one seems a little loose. I don't know, I have no clue. I'm just guessing how tight they should be. I'm sure one will snap eventually and I'll freak out. Ding. The pink's nice. Okay, that's, oh, there you go, that's probably the best one of all. The good thing about it is it doesn't matter which way you look at them, they look like they're the right way up. So but yes, I'm very happy with the pink. Finally a pink that I like. Woo, it's exciting. We need to mark this day on the calendar as the day of miracles. I had 3 soaps and they all went well. Another miracle. Yes, I'm sure many miracles will happen today. I don't know what else there is. Yes. So yes, that's it. Yes, I think the top's come up quite nice. I don't know if getting closer is going to give you guys a better look at it, or whether it's just going to go blurry. I do not have autofocus on, so. But yeah, I think she's come up pretty nice. Yeah, okay, that'll be a winner, that one. I think the colour will do quite well, but you know, now that I've said that, I've probably jinxed it and everybody will hate it. Alright, no more waffling from me. I'm gonna possibly go to bed. Oh look, it's 11:11. Of course it's 11:11. It's always 11:11 every time I look at that stupid freaking thing. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. It's always 11:11. Shush. Alright guys, bye.